Good morning, Benny. I'm so happy to see you today. So, Benny, I'm going to be asking you. So, this is one of the two last days that we are doing, your first question, Benny, is what was the most valuable experience you learned in the class?
Yeah, thank you so much, Andrew. Uh, the most valuable experience is learning how to structure my ideas clearly and confidently in both speaking and writing was the most valuable experience for me.
And what were the top three things you learned during this term? The top three things you learned during the term,
Okay.
what were they?
The top three things I learned during the time, I think, is to write high-scoring essays, speak with fluency and coherence under pressure, and manage my time effectively.
Yes. And what did you find most engaging or interesting during the term?
The one-on-one feedback sessions were the most engaging. Yeah, the one-on-one feedback sessions that you give to each student. Yeah,
Uh, Thank you so
that
much.
makes feel make the class master class tailored towards my
Uh,
personal growth.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you, Benny, for saying that. And what surprised you about the class?
Uh, sincerely, Taylor, I was surprised about the interactive session, and the motivating class that we had together. It never felt distant at all, at all. In fact, it felt more focused and personal. Yeah, yeah.
Yes. And what was the most challenging concept or topic you encountered in the class?
With your approach, Taylor, I don't see any topic be most challenging. However, I think mastering complex sentence structures in writing was challenging somehow, especially balancing clarity and variety together. Yeah.
How did you feel about the classroom environment?
Ah, the classroom environment was positive, respectful, and I think motivating. It encouraged, you allow us to like take risks in learning. You give us that platform of real learning. Yeah, of real learning. Yeah, yeah.
And did you find the whole term beneficial for you? In what sense?
Absolutely, absolutely. It improved not just my IELTS skills, but also you gave me confidence. Yeah, confidence, discipline, and even ability for me to express my ideas clearly. Yeah.
And if you meet or if you met someone, a new student who didn't know me and didn't know about my approach and my techniques as a teacher, and they ask you about me and about the class, what would you tell them?
Taylor, you are so much a wonderful teacher, motivator, scholar. In fact, I will say to the person that the person is lucky. The person is lucky to get into your class. Sincerely speaking, sincerely, because the class is thorough, inspiring, and you genuinely cares about your student sources. Sources, yeah.
Yeah, thank you so much, Benny. And what feedback do you have about my teaching style or methods? You actually spoke about it already. Just
Yeah,
like give me a little bit more. What
but
feedback would you
Taylor,
say?
you are a distinct teacher. You are a distinct teacher because your style is outstanding. Your style is outstanding. It's clear, and structured, always student focused. Is always student focused. Yeah, you made complex idea easy to
Mhm.
grasp. So that is just it, Taylor. Thank
Yeah,
you.
thank you so much, Benny. I actually heard that a lot from many people. They said that before they came to an English class, they thought that English was difficult. But
Yeah,
when they came to my class, they found out that English is easy to learn and fun to learn.
yeah.
Okay. Okay. What could I have done differently to better support your learning?
Ah, I think you did, Taylor. You did everything, but you did everything, but perhaps maybe incorporating a few more time group speaking tasks, within the group. But I think you also touched the area, but
Yes.
perhaps maybe you can increase the the real time group speaking tasks. Yeah, in practice. So that's
Yes. Okay. Yep. Yeah. Thank you so much, Benny. And what are your goals for the next term and beyond? Like, what are your goals, your objectives in Canada? What do you want to do in the future?
Thank you so much. I want to become a teacher like you, a professor like you. So I still want to push my writing to like band 9 plus, to just to move from the step now that I am now to another, and to expand my academic vocabulary, and ultimately use my English skills professionally and socially in Canada. Yeah.
Yeah. Good luck to you, Benny. I am very confident that you will make it in this country. Why? Because I see you're so dedicated, you're committed, you are always positive, and you are so respectful, and you know how to validate other people, and you have good relationship with everybody, and every time you speak in the class you always have something important to say. And I like your confidence, because if there is something that is not clear that I'm talking about, you always seek explanation. And that for me is a testament of a confident success, a confident student who is bound for success in Canada. So
Thank
my
you.
advice to you, Benny, is just continue what you're doing. Try to try to adapt to the Canadian English. And because you are doing a fantastic job. Okay. Focus on your future and make sure that you are always yeah, doing something that will benefit you in the future. Choose a career that will make you become um, like a contribution to the Canadian society. Not just making money, but if you're able to serve other people, then you will find success and happiness.
Thank you.
Okay, so good luck to you, Benny.
Thank you.
um you're coming to the picnic next week, right?
I will call you. Have your contact. I will call you after the close of work today.
Okay, so but are you able to come back at 12:30 for the meeting?
Yeah. I will try.
Yeah, yeah, the meeting is going to be maximum 10 minutes.
Okay. Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
so
Yeah.
yeah, thank you for coming today, Benny, and I
Thank
will
you.
and thank you for the beautiful things that you said about me, the class, my technique, my teaching. You are a wonderful student and a
You're,
wonderful
al-
person.
you're also a wonderful teacher. You're also a wonderful teacher. I will really miss you, Taylor. I will really miss you. I will miss you. Sincerely, I will
Okay,
really miss
I'll always be here.
you.
Okay, Benny.
Yeah.
You take care, and I'll take the other student.
Yeah,
Okay,
thank you so
okay,
much. Thank
okay,
you so much.
okay,
Bye bye.
bye.
Yeah,
Okay, bye.
bye.
Mona, you will have to open your camera.
I open it. Can you see me?
Yeah. Oh my God, you're cute. You're beautiful today. Okay, Mona, it is not your time yet, but we can start. Okay, yeah, we can start. We have 2 more minutes. I've just finished my conversation with Benny. So, Mona, this interview is actually not an interview to test you or something. It's more of like it's like sharing of opinions and sharing of experiences, and the questions are about your experience in the class, your feeling, the atmosphere, the technique, and things like that. It is not a question of your skills or ability. Okay, yes, so we're gonna start, Mona. And Mona, my first question is, what was the most valuable experience you learned in the class?
Communication skills with people.
No, your microphone is not, it's not clear.
Uh,
Yeah, yes, I can
it's
hear you.
just today I have my voice is not clear, but I don't know why it's
No, no,
happening.
it's okay now. So the
Okay.
question, Mona, the question is, what was the most valuable experience you learned in my class? Or the most important or the most memorable experience you've had in my class?
How to study English, how to learn, how improve yourselves, how can you communicate with other people. So I learn a lot, not only English IELTS. No, I learn communication skills, how to deal with other people, different background, different level of educations, how
Mhm,
to deal with all peoples in a way that you can clarify your idea,
mhm.
explain your idea to people like to boy 5 years or 6 years. So that's what I learned exactly from this course.
Yeah, I smiled.
Absolutely.
I smiled because Benny told me the same thing. Yeah, Benny said to me, Andrew, you can simplify a complicated topic or idea. You can make it simple for people to understand. Yes, and I'm happy. I have that gift, right? Okay, so Mona, what were the top 3 things that you will take away from my class? What are the top 3 things that you learn in my class that you will forever remember?
But remember the communication skills that you use, the manage of the time to
Mhm.
start and to
Oh,
finish,
really?
and yeah, and the hard work that you did for the slides, and what's different, what to answer, what to not,
Mhm.
yeah, to make it very clear to me, and I'll use it in my future. How to focus on the words, how to what does that mean? So you what to answer, what use, not use. So everything.
I kind of, I was touched by what you said because I worked so hard, to make this PowerPoint, and then you gave me validation for it. Yeah, you know what I mean? Thank you so much, Mona.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
was
because teacher, they only okay. I have some experience like with I have to clarify something, but you listen for everyone very
Mhm,
clear to pronunciation, to how to say the words. Everyone in my previous class with IS, I just want to clarify something. The teacher only put us on the room,
mhm,
group as a group in the room, and leave us to talk each other. But this is not good idea.
mhm.
To do another things. But you start and end the class, attending all the classes, and with the focus on each one, and
Mhm.
focus on the weak people to how to
Yeah,
they
yes.
help them improve the language.
Yeah, you're so right, Mona. It's just like, for me, everybody is equal, everybody is very important. And if you notice also that my lessons from the beginning to the end, they're interconnected. Yeah, you know what I mean? They're like bam, 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 bam. And then the following week, it is again connected to last week. I have a program. Yeah, you know what I mean? Which is, and I'm very, and I know you and Benny, because, and also you see Viviana, Marco, you're serious people. You're not here to play or to meet other people. You're here to learn, and you will not stay in my class if you are not learning. And I'm so happy that I'm able to deliver what your expectation. For you, Mona, in the class, what did you find most engaging or interesting during the term from September to June?
It's how to deal with the people, make him like a family. You are deal with each other as a family, not as one above one. Like
Mhm,
to show like this one is better than this one. No, it's just to make him feel that okay, if you want to improve, so you have to see this how
mhm.
reply to the question, or if you want to improve yourself, you have to see this guys how deal with the problem. So this way it's make like something less as a family, not only as a class. So we are
Ex-
happy to, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Because, it's not just IELTS. For you to be successful in Canada, you do not just like take IELTS and then you pass. No, you need a lot of things. And so what I did during the term, at Mona, is that I incorporated everything so that I can have I can deliver a program that will be useful for you today and in the future.
So
Yes.
that's it. You make the IELTS classes to enjoy, not only to learn. So this is more important than the
Yes.
yeah.
Yes. Yes. Okay. What surprised you about the class? I know you were my student many years ago, but you see me again after so many years. What surprised you about the class?
Even when people try to make you angry, you control everything. That's amazing.
Oh, really?
Yeah, amazing.
I don't know more. I don't know, Mona. Like, I know how to control every situation in the class, but you see me, I kept myself polite. Yeah, you know what I mean?
Burn inside. Even when you burn inside, you didn't show that to the people, to the students. That's
Oh,
amazing.
yeah, you felt it?
You felt it. You didn't do anything. Just you felt
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Mona. It's very, very true. And I'm also surprised about myself, right? I'm surprised about myself because when I was a younger teacher, it was easy for me to be very angry. But in the class, I try to control my anger and I always try to like turn it into something positive, that the student it's not me that makes the students angry, but there is something else going on. Yeah, you know what I mean? And which I have to embrace, I have to acknowledge, and I have to make sure that I don't judge anybody. Yeah, yes. And Mona, in the class, what was the most challenging concept for you? The most challenging concept or the most challenging activity or topic that we did?
when you make two people talk to each other and how to answer and how to manage, how to make it to be to show as a professional, even if inside it doesn't say that, but you can say it in a professional way, and you can, yeah. So that's amazing.
My God, you know that thing actually, Mona, what you mentioned, actually, I learned it on television. Like, it is very important that you control your emotion and try to be positive when you're communicating with other people, because these people, especially in the workplace, these people you will encounter every day. So if you don't know how to handle the situation, you will go to work stressed. So it's better. And some people say it's fake, but in Canada it's professional. Okay. um So how do you feel, or how did you feel about the classroom environment as a whole?
No, it's amazing. I give you like 10%, 100%. So it's it's amazing. Like it's everything. It's like how to manage between slides, how to go, like if you see like people they don't want to continue, like it's little bit, so you change the activity and then you go back to the class, go back to the exam to show them
Mhm.
every detail, every point, so how to upload it, how to manage that. So there's no course, okay, there's no like if somebody come next week and he didn't know what he had to do with this exam, it's everything is clear. So even if you
Mhm.
didn't know, so you can
And I'm
easily
very, and
like
did you see I'm very patient?
yeah,
I know that some students are not listening. They are going to the kitchen or wherever they're going. And when they return and I ask them to do something, they don't know what to do. But you see my face, I was relaxed. But I know everything, Mona. I know. I know everything. Yeah, okay. So, Mona, um, and if you meet a new student, or if you met a new student wanting to come to my class, and this student didn't know me, what would you say to the student about the class and about the teacher?
1 minute with Andrew. Attend all the class from beginning to the end. If you want to improve yourself, if you don't, no, leave the class. I don't have to talk to you. But if you want to focus and improve your, at the end, you can see your improvement. So you have to attend every minute with Andrew and reply to him, explain to him, ask
Mhm.
him whatever question you can
Yeah,
do. Even
you're so right, Mona, because if you notice from September to June, my lessons are connected. They're interconnected. So if you miss one lesson, you will be you'll be confused. Yeah, if you notice, like my lessons are interconnected, and I plan it this way. Yeah, you know what I mean. And even when I teach grammar, my grammar is connected to the reading and writing topics. That's what I do. And okay, so in your opinion, Mona, what could I have done differently to better support your learning?
everything. Let's say the way that you use is not only to give the lessons and then go and did these lessons. No, it's to explain the lessons, what we have to focus on, what words do we have to use, and then after that, you for every student you make him read his submission and show him where the mistakes is made. So it's amazing. Nobody can do that. To spend this
Mhm.
much time to do with each one to do this activity and improve each one, not only the group.
Yes, yes, I remember I did that, and I think, did I use your material or Marcos? Like, yes, I used the material, and then I showed the students, okay, this one, it looks perfect, but actually something missing. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, I remember what you said. And Mona, what are your goals? I know that you are an engineer, or you were an engineer back home. And what are your goals in the next term, or what are your goals in the future in Canada?
To deal with that complex sentences, also like to continue my education, and look for a job. Like I know nowadays Canada is not for the like business is not very well, but I'll do my best to focus on my continue education, like master maybe. I know it's
Mhm.
a yeah.
Yeah, good
So
luck to you, Mona. Yeah, good luck to you. I know that you will make it. You'll be successful in Canada, because I see you. You are highly professional. You are highly professional. You came to class every day, and and you always interacted in the class. If there is something that I needed to clarify, you would always ask me to clarify. And you're so confident. You don't care about what other people think. You want to take care of yourself as a student, right? And that I appreciate very much. And I know that you also have a busy life, but you always make sure that you come to the class, and you know join the activities and everything. And that I appreciate very much. Actually, in the class, Mona, you're one of those who have the best attendance. And when you said that you would say to another student that if they could not come to class every day, don't. Because to benefit from Andrew's teaching, you need to be in the class every day. And then I supported you by saying, of course, you need to come to class every day, because my class is my lessons are interconnected. Okay. Mona, do you have any question? Mona, are you coming to the picnic?
I'll do my best. But yeah.
Okay. So are you able to return to the meeting at 12:30? Yes. If you cannot return to the meeting at 12:30, just go on Facebook and you will see the schedule and the address. But I hope you can come and meet everybody again for 10 minutes. Yeah, it's only 10 minutes. Okay.
Via Google Chrome or the meeting or the Avenue.
No, here here in Google Classroom. Yeah, the same meeting. Okay. Yes. Okay. Yes, I'll see you. Okay. Thank you for coming today. Good luck and have a wonderful day. Okay. Bye, Mona. Bye. Okay. Who's next?
And just one question for the summer school. It will start it on. You said it's regular.
July 2nd.
July 2nd. So do I have to receive? I will receive email, right, for
You
that?
will receive an email 2 weeks. I mean, maybe next week, or maybe during the last week of the school of June. Okay. If you don't receive an email, message me on Facebook, and then I will respond to you, explain to you why. Okay. 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 Bye, Muna. Bye. Hi, Soraya. You came on time.
Yes.
I was still preparing, and then you came on time. Just a second. I need to do this. Okay. Yeah, it's easy for me to look at the questions. Okay, Soraya, welcome to the interview today. Soraya, first of all, I'd like to let you know that this interview is not a test. Then this interview is not a discussion of your weaknesses and strengths. This is more of like you and I what we you and I sharing what we experience in the class and how we can better improve what we do in order to make to deliver a better lesson in the future. So, Soraya, the first question for you is, what was the most valuable experience you learned in my class?
I learned from your class teacher uh, uh, how to be confident. You learn me how to speak without afraid, to be
Mhm.
more confident when I'm speaking to other. You teach me, improve my listening. I have now more
Vocabulary.
vocabulary, especially advanced vocabulary, and also um uh,
Yeah, okay, that's okay. Let's go to the
yes,
next
and
one.
now when I'm listening, I understand clearly and
Hmm.
the grammar, and now I understand the grammar very good. Your way when teach us grammar, we know the time exactly when use the grammar. It is the way you teach us by conversation is very amazing.
Yes. Yeah, that's my technique. That's why I sometimes some schools around Ontario, they invite me to do presentations because I have a technique in teaching grammar that is unique, and it's focused on speaking, right? So, Soraya, what were the top three things you learned during the term? The top three things.
Speaking with confidence. Now I speaking really with confidence
Mhm.
because you are very patient teacher, and you are not very stressed, and that make the student more confidence when feeling, because that when the teacher is more stressed and more and not patient, we feel afraid if you make mistake. But we are when we speak with you, we are feel like we are a friend, and we speak fairly without any thinking if we do mistake you will be
Mhm.
angry
Yes.
or no, we advise us, we teach us by fun, so we don't afraid from you and speak fairly. So I'm speaking now with confidence. Also the grammar, now I understand the grammar very good, and also listening, I understand listening to other person clearly, but I want to understand the person who speaking in another accent, because
Mhm.
sometimes accent is not let me not understand it clearly.
Mhm. Yeah, very, very, very true. Like, yeah, I noticed that in you, Soraya, you really like have become very confident, like because I know you from the very beginning. Like, I've known you for maybe for 2 years, and today, and like even in an arts class, you're surrounded by very strong students, but you have remained very confident, and I applaud you for that. Okay, what surprised you about the class? I know, I know that you've known me for 2 years or more, but when you came to IELTS class, what surprised you about the class?
Uh, the the thing that surprised me about the class was how fun and comfortable the learning English with you, teacher. I thought it would be difficult and stressful, but you made the lesson is interesting and easy to understand.
Thank you so much, Soraya. You are really Andrew Taylor's product. Okay, how did you feel about the classroom environment?
Uh, the class, the I feel like we are like family, and we are more comfortable, and uh,
Mhm. Yeah, there's a telephone ringing.
yeah, I think my son from Saudi Arabia. Uh, yes, the class is like comfortable, not stressful.
Mhm.
Everybody like each other. We feel the first important we feel is comfortable. We are comfortable with you, teacher. We speaking everything without afraid, like that.
Mhm. Yeah, yeah, it's so true because if you notice, Soraya, that's how I built the class because from the very beginning, you see if there's a new student, I always try my best to make them feel comfortable, right? To
Yes,
make
teacher.
them feel comfortable, and so that's my technique, to because I learned in university that the first step to making the students learn is to make them feel comfortable and to make them feel accepted.
Yes,
Because when the
teacher.
students are not comfortable and they don't feel accepted, they feel different in the class. You know what's going to happen? They
Yeah,
cannot learn.
teacher. But very important thing, when that student love or like the teacher, they understand from the teacher everything.
Mhm,
I see that with my daughter. When my daughter like the math students, she understand very good. When she
mhm.
don't like the teacher, she don't understand anything from the teacher. Yeah, teacher.
Yeah,
That's
I
very
laugh because I remember myself when I was in high school. I did not like mathematics. But when my teacher had a baby and she was replaced by somebody, my God, I learned mathematics.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So, Soraya, did you find the whole term beneficial for you? In what sense?
Um,
Was it useful for you?
yeah, it is very useful for me because I teach from you a lot of things. I teach for you, not only teaching English, you teaching us from your story in the life here in Canada. We teach of everything. Now I when I faced any problem, I remember you, and I remember your advice when I face any challenge, how to solve this challenge, because you share us everything you faced in the past, and
Mhm.
teach us how to solve this problem.
Yeah, my God, Soraya, you made me think about, like, these are the things that I didn't really plan to do in the class, but they just came up when I was teaching, because I know that my experience will also educate other people to make them feel better and to better handle themselves, especially in the workplace, and not just in the workplace, in many situations in life.
Yes, teacher.
Okay. Yes. Remember when I said, even you're angry or upset with your coworker, always say hello, hi, goodbye. This is very important in Canada.
Yes, teacher. But
Yeah.
you teach us the culture in Canada, and we now deal with this your advice every day. We remember every advice, and we deal with every situation because you're teaching, teacher.
And I know you personally work with Canadian people, and I know that you understand what I'm talking about in the
Yes,
class.
they like me a lot, this teacher. Really, the patient is like me a lot. Really, teacher,
Exactly.
yeah,
That's my purpose, Soraya.
yeah,
I
teacher.
wanted you to learn something. Do you remember I said, if you like to be happy in Canada, you wanna like be liked by people in Canada, this is what you will do.
Yes,
You know,
teacher. When they go to the clinic, every patient, hi Suraya, how are you? Every patient know my name, and hi Suraya, how are you today? What are you doing? I'm very happy.
yes. Yeah, that's why I told you, right? That it's
Yes,
working.
yes, teacher.
Yeah. So, Soraya, if there is a new student, and this student asks you, "Oh my God, I'm going to Andrew's class," okay, what will you tell this person about me and the class?
I will told him you are very lucky you have that you have an
Opportunity.
opportunity to take a class with teacher Andrew, because his way to teach you is very difficult, different, and you will be very confident, and you will happy with teacher Andrew, and good luck for you.
Yeah, thank you so much, Soraya. Benny said the same thing. Benny said the same thing. So, uh, yes, and Soraya, in your opinion, what could I have done differently to make to better deliver a better lesson? I mean, a better.
Yeah, teacher, only if you can do divided the classmate to small groups,
Mhm.
and give them a subject or topic to discuss this topic together in small group, and after that, when the time is finished, if one person in every group will explain what they discuss,
Mhm.
and what they thinking, and what they're thinking, with what their opinion about that subject, that this way help the student to speaking more, and to
Mhm.
identify the other in the group.
Yes. Yeah, actually, okay, I'll take that advice. I'm gonna do that in the next like in September, in the fall. But
Yes.
I'm gonna be honest with you, Soraya, I didn't do it because I didn't know how to do it. I didn't know how to use that feature, the breakout room. I don't know how to do it. And so I need more training from
Yes.
the expert from the school, and I'll do it in September. Yeah, yes, yeah. Thank you for that suggestion. It's a reminder for me. Okay, so Soraya, what are your goals in Canada? What are your goals in the next term? Do you want to continue learning, or and after and in the future, what are your goals, your dreams, your aspirations, your what are you want to do in the future?
I my goals is to improve my English more and more and more, because English have a lot of words,
Mhm.
and the words is using in different meaning. I want to, when I watching movie, I want to understand, because without to see the translation, and I want to understand the another person who the excellent is difficult,
Mhm.
is different, because when Indian person speaking English, I not understanding very well. Yes, I want to improve my language more and more and more.
Yes, yeah. Good luck to you, Soraya, and thank you so much for always working hard, and also for validating what I do, and for understanding what I do in the class.
Yes.
I wish you all the luck in the future, and you're already working, like you have a full-time job.
No part
And
time teacher, enough part time. I don't work to work more time.
okay, so it's by choice, right?
Yes, by my choice.
Yes, okay, yeah, yes, I'm happy for you because you are back to your profession in a
Yes.
short time, you know what I mean?
Yes.
Because
Yes.
you work so hard,
I'm
and
working a lot teacher in the past. I'm working about 25 years in the hospital, and part time. So now I don't need part time. It is I want to take rest, to
Mhm.
uh, care of myself more.
Mhm. Yes, and yes, and your husband is working too, right?
Yes,
Yes. And how many children do you have? You have two?
I have three children: engineering, civil engineering,
Oh my God, they are in
dentist.
university?
Civil engineering is working. He have own company in Saudi Arabia.
Oh, okay, okay, yes.
Yes, and doctors dentals.
Mhm.
And my daughter now, she applied for computer science, and no, she applied for engineering also. But what the kind of engineering, until now she don't
Mhm.
know.
Yeah, okay. Yes, yeah. Thank you for sharing, Soraya. I'm
Thank you.
gonna, yes. Okay, are you coming to the picnic?
Yeah, teacher.
Okay, so are you able to return to the meeting at 12:30?
Yes.
Yeah, so we can talk about it, and I can give everybody the address.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
okay. I'll see you. Take care.
Bye bye.
Okay,
Take care,
okay.
teacher.
Bye bye.
Thank
Bye
you.
bye. Okay, the next student is not here yet. He's the next student is Hadi. And this recording I cannot pause. Hello, Hadi. You need to open your camera. You are 4 minutes. No, you're 4 minutes late.
I was in 9:38
No,
on,
but
but
you
allowed.
cannot. You cannot. You have to come at 9:45 because at 9:30 I was talking to Soraya.
Yeah, I joined several minutes ago by Avenue and Google.
Yes. Okay. So can you please open your camera? Okay. So Hadi, let's start because you already missed 4 minutes. So what? Okay, Hadi. First of all, welcome to the class. Your hair is very nice.
Thank you. I appreciate
You look younger.
it.
Okay, so Hadi, what was the most valuable experience you learned in the class?
What the most
Valuable experience you learned in the class?
experience?
No, no. Why are you writing? No, just answer me.
Uh-huh.
What?
The most learning, the most valuable learning that I learned in the class is uh, I enhanced four skills: reading, listening, speaking, and writing all together. But regarding my speaking, I I learned how to do dramatic and be very effective, and also how can be very expanded details, and also on my phonetic pronunciation and collaboration in speaking.
Mm.
In the writing, I learned how to do the sequence, and then also by introduction, body content, and conclusion, how can I collaborate all of them together to buy order and go to the details step by step. For the reading, I learned how to do time management, and then also matching A to B or 1 to 10, and also find the location of the answer and enhance my vocabulary, um, knowledge, scope, and range. And in the listening also, I am more active listener, because when I listen to you as a teacher, I learn how to listen effectively and actively to be on the point and on the page.
Yes. Yeah. Thank you so much, Hadi. What were the top three things? The top three things you learned from September to June?
Okay. The top three thing is speaking and fluent, not pausing,
Mhm.
and collaboration with my speaking, and expanding
Mhm.
and
Yeah,
expanding.
that's very very good, Hadi. That you mentioned like reduce the pauses and then expand when you answer.
Yes,
You know, just yeah, because this is an IELTS class. You cannot just say one sentence, or you cannot just say yes, no. You have to expand and explain your answer, right? Because they are grading you according to the quality of your communication.
yes,
And for you, Hadi, okay, you come to class every day. And
yes.
for you, what has been um, the most engaging topic or activity that we did in the class?
The most engaging was who is the best actor. That part, the high. I like the hearing topic. You talk about the ethic roles and different people wants to apply application. I listen to that part.
Mhm.
I listen. I practice. I write. I wrote. I like that part very well. regarding the sequence by first, second, subsequently, in addition to, and at the beginning or in conclusion. I like that homework very well. Well, regarding your expectation and speaking skills, I love that you speak to us very fluently, native or original language, and be dramatic and be very enthusiastic, motivated.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I always put energy into my speaking because I studied acting, right? And
Yes,
so and that's my personality. Yeah, that's
good.
why when the students see it, they resonated with it and they appreciate it, they acknowledge it, they embrace it, and they adapt it. Okay.
Uh,
Yes. And how did you feel about the classroom environment?
the environment is great. I like it. Excellent. Different immigrants, different newcomers, or even some of them not newcomers, and different culture, different community. I learned some things because most of them are educated and most experienced class from back home and here, beginner, intermediate, and high level performance. Like macro is different. For example, Marco is different. Um, some of them is new, but they have a good background regarding academic level. And everybody participate, and you as a teacher allow everybody to participate in the class and has a presentation and a portion ask or answer. I listen to everybody and compare myself. Some of them in some points are strong, needs to improve, and I learned. I did my comparison and I learned so many things. Everybody is enthusiastic and motivated to learn. And you, as a teacher, try to do your best to allow everyone to participate and have engaged in the class, have engagement in the class, and try your to level of the knowledge skills according to different persons.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Hadi. And what would you tell, okay, if you encounter once new student, prospective students, like, and this student is coming to my class, what will you tell this person about me, about
I
me, and about the class?
I will please join the class. I encourage you. The class is very great regarding progress, regarding step by step, and Taylor, Andrew Taylor as a teacher try his best and respect everybody, give permission to everybody to participate, and also he is very most one of the most experienced teachers in general and academic, and try to enhance your knowledge generally, academically, and regarding the IELTS skills. He knows the first thing is your knowledge and then the technique. And he teaches us techniques and the knowledge general together and strategies.
Yes, thank you. And what feedback do you have about my teaching style or methods?
My feedback is great regarding you. I will in Google review I will write you are the best as a testimonial. I will tell you are the best teacher and you tried your best, tried your best, and also you know how talk to your students to enhance the skills and strategy. And your focus is all full skills listening, speaking, writing, and reading. And you give us so many questions, so many assignments, participate, and this way you engage and you will learn each section by section. It depends on you. It all needs to be mutual.
So, last question, Hadi. What are your goals in life?
My goal in life is to be very effective in the society and make my surrounding happy by my skills, by my knowledge. It depends on my job right now in the real estate to do my customer service relationship very well and be very socialized, friendly. But if veterinarian, if someone someday can go to that part with passing my exam, I will do my professional job and serve people with a pet friendly um, attitude.
Yes, yeah, yeah. Good luck. Good luck to you, Hadi. I'm very sure that you will be successful in Canada, because in life, if you want to be successful in life, you have to put in hard work, dedication, and
Yes,
everything. And
I
so,
like to be driven, hard work, perseverant, but re- friendly and like field of practice, whatever it is. This way, I can put my creativity, and encouragement, skills all together by focus, by
yes,
energy.
yes. Hadi, are you coming to the picnic?
Yes,
Okay. Yeah. Please come at 12. Can you return at 12:30 to the class?
you mean
Today,
yes?
today, today.
Today is picnic.
Because we're gonna have a meeting for a short time.
Yeah, 12:30
Yeah, 12:30. Please return to the class. The same thing.
with
Google
the
Class.
same join Google Meet.
Yeah, Google Meet. Right.
Okay, and then about the picnic is next week. Yeah, next week.
Yeah, yeah. The picnic is next week.
What time
So
and
what?
where?
No, we're gonna talk about it at 12:30.
Okay,
Okay. So see you, because Nicole, you already took two
I'm
minutes
coming.
from Nicole.
Sorry.
I need to.
Okay, Hadi.
Bye.
Bye, Hadi. Fadi, come back at 12:30. Okay.
Okay,
Okay. Yeah. See you. Bye.
thank
Cheers.
you.
So Nicole, how are you today?
Pretty good. A little bit nervous for the presentation.
No, this is not a presentation. This is more of sharing your
Okay.
experience in the class.
Okay.
So, first of all, Nicole, thank you so much for agreeing to take some students with you.
No problem.
Okay, anyway, let's start.
Uh-huh.
Nicole, what was the most valuable experience you learned in this class?
I think it's to level up my English. I need to speak out boldly, without worrying about using the wrong words, and have the courage to express myself. So,
Wonderful. Wonderful. Very good. Excellent answer.
oh, really?
Okay. Nicole, what were the top three things that you learned during the term? The top three things.
Okay, the first one is definitely build up my confidence in English conversation, so I can I can feel more confident and not to be too nervous.
Wonderful. What did you find most engaging or interesting during the term?
During the term, engaging and see, it's a lot of like all the classmates in the class are come from the different countries in the world, and they have like multi cultures and backgrounds.
Mm.
Um, so we not only learn language but also understanding the differences of the world, and broadening our horizons, right?
Nicole, your answers are so good. It's like Mama
Really?
Mia. Okay, let's continue.
Okay.
Nicole? So you came to the class. You're my new student. It's your first time to see me, and so what
Yes.
surprised you about the class?
Too too
Surprised about
many
the class and about the teacher.
uh, too many handsome guys in the classroom.
Okay, okay, continue. I did not hear it.
uh, including you, teacher.
Oh, thank you so much.
Andrew, thank you so much. I appreciate your teaching. Since I can tell you are um, passionate about teaching from your bottom of your heart. It's really, and you try to you almost use 100% your energy
Mhm.
to teach us for every class. And you have a gift for teaching. So
Yeah,
I
thank
think
you,
I
Nicole.
think I think every student uh likes you.
Yes, yeah, thank you so much, Nicole. And okay, so Nicole, what has been the most challenging concept or topic you encountered in the class?
uh that will be like to make timely speech and to express my opinions immediately, since I need
Mhm,
to organize my vocabulary well, and also I need to have more vocabulary in my brain.
mhm.
So
You are so right, and I train the students, and I think like because in normal conversation you can actually pause and think about the question, but
yes.
in IELTS you have to bam because the time is running. Yeah,
Yes.
you know what I mean. The
Mhm.
time is running, the clock is ticking. That's why you have to organize your thoughts like a computer, and then
Mhm.
make sure that you open, you expand, and you close on a timely
Yes.
basis.
Yes. So
Okay.
it's timing.
Yes. What did you feel about the classroom environment?
Oh, I think it's pretty friendly, and also it's pretty friendly and harmonious. So we can express what we want to say in the class and speak freely.
With confidence, right?
Yeah, with
Yeah,
confidence.
with
And also,
confidence.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah, you're right. Because actually, I was like talking to, um, I was talking to, I think, Soraya or Muna before you, and
Mm-hmm.
they mentioned the same thing. They mentioned the same. Or I think it's Soraya. She mentioned that in the class, she's not afraid to talk. She's not afraid to speak. And then I told Soraya that in my training as a teacher, which I also believe is the student, the teacher needs to make the student feel comfortable so that
Mm-hmm.
they will be confident and they will feel included, you know. And because if a student feels that she or he is different, she is the teacher is treating the student differently, then the student will lose confidence. You've got
Yeah.
The teacher needs to make sure that the students feel comfortable and they feel that they are included in the class at all times. Okay,
Yes.
and
Yes.
then that will transfer to their confidence and to their ability to express themselves and um, you know, inquire if they have some challenges understanding some topics or ideas in the class. And Nicole,
Your teaching environment. Yeah. Uh,
yeah, the teaching environment is very, very important.
mhm.
Okay, Nicole, did you find the whole term beneficial for you?
Yes, definitely, absolutely. Actually, I joined the class just about 2 months. I joined April, uh, in the middle of April. So,
Mm,
but I still can tell and the improvement of my English. so I can I push myself to speak more, even though maybe use some wrong words, but I try to express and
No, you're a very good student.
really.
You're a very good student, you know. And I like the way you express yourself. Your accent is beautiful. You know what I mean?
Really?
And you are confident. You know, you are a beautiful person as well.
Thank you.
Okay, Nicole, if another student, if a student came to you and asked, "Oh, how next term Andrew Taylor is gonna be my teacher. I'm gonna go to IELTS." What would you say to this person
Okay.
about me and about the class?
Okay. About the class, I think this course is specifically for IELTS exam, and students who need to prepare for it is welcome to join it. And our teacher, Andrew, oh, it's really, really nice guy. and he has many years of experience in teaching English, and he is professional and proficient in teaching IELTS course. And Andrew's teaching is very comprehensive, covering listening, speaking, reading, and writing. So,
Wow.
right?
Thank you so much. And Nicole, what feedback do you have about my teaching style or methodology?
Actually, I like your teaching style, and you. I mean, for the so we since you are kind and friendly, so we can we can be free like in the class, and also you encourage your patient and encouragement mean a lot to us. So we and also I really like your teaching progress, not too fast and not too slow, totally balanced, and usually we're organized for all the class, so we know what we are going to do
Yeah, thank
during
you
the
so
whole
much.
class.
Yeah, thank you for that beautiful feedback, Nicole. And in your
I think you
opinion?
are almost the best of my teacher. Really,
Thank
really.
you,
Since I can
Nicole.
tell
What
you are
could I?
really love teaching, and you
Yeah,
want
and
to
you can
help
feel my
students.
passion, right?
Yeah, passion, and also you try your best to help student
Mhm.
to understanding and to do the better in our English skills.
Yeah, thank you so much, Nicole. Now, what? But Nicole, I know I'm not perfect. What could I have done differently to better support your learning
Maybe uh, you can help us, give us more resources uh,
to
to
work on, right?
enhance our English, like in the after the class, or since the class will be finished next week.
Yeah, that is a very good suggestion because giving you more resources, it doesn't mean homework. It's just give you more resources so you can follow up your studies, right?
Yes, and since
That
you are
is a very good suggestion,
since
Nicole.
you are
I'll do that.
yeah, you are professional, so we can follow you step by step and
Mhm. Yes. Yeah,
more
that
efficient.
is actually a very good suggestion. I'm gonna do that in the future.
Okay.
Yes, and now, Nicole, what are your goals for the next term and beyond? What are your
Oh,
goals in Canada? You know,
in Canada?
no, no, the next term, what will you do? And
uh,
then after that, what will you do in the future? Like, what are your goals?
okay.
What
I
your dreams, your aspirations?
actually I really love Canada. The weather, so it's not since in my city, my hometown city, it's really hot, and yeah, and you sweat a lot. So I like Canada the weather, and also people Canadians are very nice and kind to foreigner. So I want to maybe I want to work in Canada. After since my daughter is the last year in high school, so when she will go to the university, and then I will go to work. So I will join the online course or maybe in person
Mhm.
class to prepare for the employment.
Yes. So right now you're not employed, right?
Yes, yes. And to
And
take
you are not employed by choice because you wanted to support your daughter.
Yeah, since it's the last year, so yeah, so that's why.
Where do you live?
I Where do I live now?
You live in Richmond Hill, right?
No, North York.
North York. Do
Yeah,
you
Young
like
and Shepherd.
do you like your neighborhood?
Uh, I like I like the location.
Mhm. Yeah, yes. No, you're actually in a wonderful location. Yes, I know that area. Young and Shepherd, right?
Yes, Young and
And
Shepherd.
you're surrounded by tall buildings, correct?
Yeah, here is all the
You
top.
are in you're close to downtown North York, correct? Yes.
About if take subway about like 20 or 25 minutes to downtown.
Oh, okay.
Uh,
Okay, so Nicole, are you please come back at
okay,
12:30? We have a short meeting at 12:30.
12:30.
Yeah,
Okay,
come
go
back
back to
to this.
a Google Classroom, right?
Yeah, Google Classroom.
Okay,
Yes.
okay,
Okay, so
okay.
I'll see
Thank
you.
you.
Take
Okay,
care.
thank
Okay.
you.
Okay. Okay, bye.
Bye bye.
Bye. Julie, where are you, Julie? I saw Julie coming, and what happened? Hey, Julie.
Hello, how are you?
Very, very good. Yes, I saw you. You came at 10:14, and then you left.
Oh, it was loading, but I don't know if it was my internet or
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. We're gonna start because it's 10:17. You lost 2 minutes.
yes.
Okay. So, Julie, how are you doing?
I'm great today. Like I was very tired last night, but I went to bed very late. But now I'm rested.
Awesome. Okay. So, Julie, what was the most valuable experience you learned in the class?
The most valuable experience is that I was able to improve my confidence. I gained lots of confidence in this class at the beginning. Well, I have always been very shy and always like I don't like to participate much, but in this class, I felt comfortable, and I I think that's the most valuable thing.
Yeah, and I agree with you, Julie, because the first time you came to the class, you were like low key. You always your micro your camera was off, and you hesitated to speak. And then now you are so confident, and you are when I you even volunteer to read, you know.
Yeah.
Okay, so Julie, what were the top three things you learned during this term in my class?
Well, in general, your class is very like rich because you don't only include the grammar speaking. You include several topics, culture, religions, and I think I, I would say, of course, I learned about speaking. You used to teach us, for example, like how the speaking in Canada is,
Mhm.
and I think that's one of them. I learned about cultural stuff about other classmates because every time you talk to a person, you let us know something about their background, even though you're not from there. You're like familiar with it because you have students from different countries, and also like communication in general.
Yes, Julie, you're so right when you said that even I am not from that country, I am familiar because I'm always interested. Like if I have a new student, what I do is I Google information about the student country.
And I
Yeah.
think for me that's really nice of you because uh, for us as a students, like we have to, and here in Canada especially, we have to interact with people with other like backgrounds, and
Mhm.
it's nice that in your class we're able to know those things that uh, we don't know in the real like interaction with people
Yes.
at work, for example.
Yes. Yeah. Thank you, Julie. And what did you find most engaging or interesting during the term?
uh the way you teach, your methods. I think, well, I know you take a lot of time to prepare your classes
Mhm.
because it
Yes.
shows when you give us all the like the material, the information.
Yeah. The
It, it's
PowerPoint
very
presentation. Yes.
it's very interesting. The class, it's like you don't want to miss a class because
Mm.
you know you're gonna learn something in this class, and that's for me engaging. The way you show to the class, the way the environment you create in the class, it's very good, it's positive, it's interesting, and it's really nice.
Yes. And yeah, thank you for that beautiful validation. And Julie, what surprised you? Like, okay, you came to my class, it was your first time in IELTS and your first time with me. What surprised you about the class and the teacher?
What surprised me is, as I mentioned before, that it was not just um,
Mm.
so straight to English skills. It's you involve so many topics. Like for us as newcomers, you gave us like tools to know how to act in the Canadian society, how like Canadians are gonna correct us if we're not speaking right,
Mm.
but in a polite way.
Mhm.
Like
Yeah.
all kinds of different topics that you involve, like work related topics,
Mhm.
everything you put it together so good in the class that it was very nice for us as a
Mm.
students.
Yes, and yes, about what you said. Okay, when like how Canadians will correct you, for example, and before you didn't know that they were actually correcting you,
Yes,
but
and
now if you listen to this carefully, they are politely correcting you.
yes, and
You,
then
you
I
know,
know, oh, okay, I said it wrong, so I will correct it, right?
no,
So
no, really. Yes, one of my students in the daytime said to me the same thing. Like right now, I monitor what the way they talk to me because sometimes they say yeah, and then they will repeat another vocabulary. It means that
yes,
this vocabulary is better or more advanced, right?
yes, and I do now with my friend because like she's always asking me, like her English is probably a little not as good, right?
Mhm.
And she's always like speaking with me often, and
Mm.
then now I know how to say it in a good way to her, and then she gets it.
No, but did you explain to her what you were doing?
Yes, yes.
Okay. And she liked it, right?
Yeah, she likes it. And she said,
Oh,
okay,
thank
that's
you,
fine.
Julie. Like at least, that is one big thing that you can take away from the class. And
Yes.
for you, Julie, what was the most challenging concept or topic you encountered in my class?
The most challenging, well, at first, um, it was the my communication, like in my confidence, as I said, because I at the beginning I wasn't sure if to take the class or not, and I
Mhm.
said I'll take maybe one or two to see, but it was good for me because I was able to do better in communication, and
Mhm.
I learned also from my classmates, and
Yeah.
that's very good.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you for that. And what was how? I mean, how did you feel about the classroom environment? The teacher, you, and the students.
Everything it was excellent because I noticed that also my class. I'm talking about them because of what I noticed, but I think they also felt comfortable, and
Mhm.
the environment was good. The positivism that you bring to the class, I think you inspire us with that because
Mhm.
everything in the class feels comfortable, and the participation, everything flows
Mhm.
well.
Yeah, and then I feel that when some students are absent, they actually miss the class.
Yes.
Yeah, I
I
noticed it.
like I as I sometimes on the weekends I'm busy, but it was always like I want to be on the class, and there
Mhm.
was I think only one weekend I missed, and I said I miss a lot because I
Mhm.
know every class has different topics, every class is
Yes.
interesting.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. So Julie, do you find okay? No, no, I think the question number 7. Did you find the whole term beneficial for you? You already spoke about this,
Of course,
like
yes,
your benefit in the class.
it was
Do you want
very
to add
beneficial.
something?
The only thing I would say is like I notice in my case, and I notice in other classmates, like sometimes when we're speaking about, you put several topics or different questions, and when it comes to my turn, maybe I don't know much about the question and I don't speak a lot about it,
Mhm.
but other questions I know that, like,
But
I
I
want
asked
to
some other
speak
students,
about,
right?
and it's not my turn. So maybe it's just the only thing that I don't know. Probably if at the end there is a space where like I can speak about any question of the ones you gave us.
Hmm.
That's the only
Yeah,
thing I would
not
say.
necessarily number 7, number 8. Like
Yes,
for example. So your suggestion is instead of assigning a question to everybody, like why don't I just like let the students speak about the topic that they want to speak about?
yeah, that's what I'm
Yeah,
saying
that will
because
that will work. That will work sometimes, but
yes,
there are also,
sometimes
yes, there are
yeah,
also some cases that I need to make sure that we cover everything. But
yeah.
what about if one question was not chosen?
Yes, that's right. Because also, I don't know if it was like three classes before or maybe more than. Also, I noticed some classmates wanted to participate and it was not their turn yet.
Mhm.
And
Yes.
it's
Yeah, like I noticed that you and Hadi. Remember, yeah, you volunteered. You said, yeah, can I answer this question? I said, no, Julie, it's not your turn.
yeah.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, yeah. Thank you for that suggestion. Um, what feedback? No, you already answered this. Like, what feedback do you have about my teaching? Oh, no, no, no. Okay, this number 8, Julie. If you encountered, if you met one student who would be coming to our class, what would you tell this person about the class and about the teacher?
I would tell that if he's looking for learning, like this is the class to be. Not only to learn about, well, to learn about real world and real, how can I say this? English in the context that we are in, like in Canada,
Mhm.
different, um, being exposed to different cultures and about work related, that it's important for us too, because we're just new to Canada, we're looking for a job, and
Mhm.
this is very very important class to be, and especially because the environment you bring to the class, the methods you use to teach, and all the tools you gave us
Mhm.
to face this new move further
Challenges, right?
to,
Yeah.
yes.
Okay, so Julie, yeah, what are your goals? What are your goals for the next term and beyond?
Well, at this moment, like, I won't be able to continue to the next term because of work,
Mhm.
but my goals are to keep improving my English, to take a course and find a better job in Canada,
Mhm.
because before, like, back home I was working in a hotel, and right now I would like to improve in that area, like a
Mhm.
receptionist or
Yes.
something like that. So here they ask for experience, right? But I only have Mexican experience, and it's very hard to find a job in that area. So
Mhm.
I want to take a course to be able to find a job in
Yes.
that area.
Yeah. Okay. Yes. Okay. So, yeah. Good luck to you. And Julie, are you able to return to the class at 12:30?
Yes, I
Yeah.
am.
So we're gonna have a meeting about the picnic next week.
Okay.
Okay. So I'll see you. Maliha is here.
Okay.
It's
Okay.
nice talking to you.
Nice
You
talking
look
to
lovely today.
you. Thank you.
Okay.
See
Okay.
you.
I'll see you. See you later. See you. Where's Maliha? Maliha,
Hi,
please open your camera.
good morning,
Good
Andrew.
morning, Maliha.
Is it okay? Can you? Oh, yeah.
You're on time. Yeah, I saw you coming at 10:29, and
Yeah.
no, because I was still talking to Julie.
Oh,
I
yeah,
was
I
still
said that
talking to
okay.
Julie.
When you finish, so you will enter me in the class.
Yes. Yeah. So Maliha, let's start because after you we have a break.
Wow.
Malia, just to remind you that at 12:30 you are returning to the meeting. Even you are not coming to the picnic, please come to the meeting so you see the students for the last time.
Okay. That's
Are
good.
you able
So,
to come
should I
at
come to
12:30?
this link or a
Yeah,
video?
the same link.
Oh, that's great. Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, awesome. Okay, Maliha, what was the most valuable experience you learned in the class?
Um, yeah. Thank you so much, Taylor. Actually, um, I listed the, I took the questions. I listed, so I had in my mind. So, and then I thought and then provided answers for those. Although I was not in the class from full time,
Mm-hmm.
just from the beginning. So just I joined from February, uh, only for 5 months. But I can say that it was very useful for me,
Mm-hmm.
and I learned a lot. Although I studied English till advanced level, and for some period of time I was teaching, but I learned new tips which I did not learn during my learning journey. And if I want to highlight new things I learned during this term in this class, uh, compliment was somehow new for me in this class.
Mm-hmm.
uh, I used previously, but I did not know specifically. And also some examples you provided in the slides, it was great.
Hmm. Thank you.
um, I knew, and also uh, about parts of speech I knew and I use regularly, and even I taught parts of speech. In the sentences, I knew which one is noun, pronoun, verb, adverb, but in the way you taught and put all in one slide, it was amazing.
Thank you. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So, what were the top three things you learned during the term? It doesn't have to be academic, it could be something else.
Yeah.
The
So
top three.
yeah, I highlighted these sections because it was something that I really learned and I knew. Even I several times I thought,
Mhm.
but it was completely something that I realized. Oh, in the when I see specifically that one slide that you put all,
Mhm.
it was wow, very nice.
Yes, because like Malia, when I created the slides, I am putting myself in the shoes of the students. Like
Hmm.
if I am in a class or if I'm in a presentation, how would I like to see the slides? Like, did you see? I use colors and I
Yes.
enlarge the letters and I incorporate it. I mix it with pictures. All of those is a part of my training. Yeah,
Yeah.
as a teacher, right? Okay, thank you so much, Malia. You're telling me so many things that I have never heard in the past. Okay, what did you find most engaging or interesting during the trip?
Yeah. So I really enjoyed the friendly atmosphere
Mhm.
in the class, where students felt very comfortable sharing their opinions. What truly surprised me, what truly surprised me was your deep engagement with the students.
Mm.
I remember how you told a student about an affordable room for rent, uh, which helped another student to find a job, and even you offered to drive him for interview. It was remarkable to see how close you are with your students and how much you genuinely try to support them.
Mhm.
uh, Teachers often have so many students and so many classes that
Mhm.
they rarely take the time to help with personal challenges, and when they do, usually only upon the request. But seeing you proactively assist and care for the your students, it was both surprisingly and inspiring. Yeah, it
Yes.
was just I was reviewing, okay, what during this 5 months. So just I was just taking notes, what is the remarkable that I need to.
So Malia, did you already answer? Because the next question is, what surprised you about the class?
Yeah, I just took
Yeah, you
both.
already answered, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I said that because Andrew, it was somehow busy week for me because it is our Eid holidays.
Mhm. Yes, I
But
know.
just
I
during
understand.
the time at night, I just reviewed. I just put some notice. Okay, so what are the highlights? I just downloaded the questions and just I
Yes.
noted. Okay, what are the points I need for each
Mhm.
one? And then I just because I need to upload also, and you said you sent for you, so I will have all my these notice and I will share with you in writing.
Mhm. Wonderful.
Yeah.
And what was the most challenging concept for you or topic that you encountered in the
Um,
class?
Actually, during the term, I did not encounter any particularly challenging
Mhm.
topics or concept in the class. However, writing remains a challenge for me.
Mhm.
Um, Although because I needed to write several times several
Yeah,
times.
which is the right thing to do.
Yeah, until I satisfy with the last version, and still writing is a challenge for me.
Mhm. And it's a challenge for so many people, like even me. I'm a teacher, but I also, like, I write and then I revise, I
Mhm.
proofread what I write, and then I revise it, I edit, elevate the vocabulary, and then I'll make sure that not just the vocabulary but also the grammar, and also think of the audience, like
Mhm.
who is gonna read this writing. Yeah,
Yeah.
so that's what I do.
Yeah.
Okay, so if you notice, like, many lessons that I use in the class, and like, those were my original writing.
Mhm.
Like, do you remember the story about uh, the student, like, he wanted to be a nurse because he wanted to make his mother
Yes.
proud?
Yes.
I,
Yeah.
I actually wrote that.
Mhm.
But the student told me the story, and then I wrote it for him. you know
Mhm.
uh, uh, and
Yeah.
then my the purpose why I wrote it for him is also, I was like, my brain is always advanced. I
Mhm.
always want to say, okay, I can use this for teaching in the future.
Yeah.
I'm like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
just
So
like
yeah,
just like yeah.
it's still that's a challenge for me. But other parts, it was a very good giving a direction for me,
Hmm.
because although in the class we had less time,
Yes.
but when you are giving the topic for the other for students, I was trying to practice for each one of that with myself, because we had less time, but it was
Hmm.
very useful for me to just to get the direction and then personally work on that.
Yeah, thank you so much, Maliha. And did you like the classroom environment?
Yeah, I noted in here. I would say that, mm, yeah, for me, the class was very beneficial. I learned new things, including useful tips, even though the time was limited on weekends and some weekends coincided with the holiday. I
Mhm.
still gained valuable insights. While it was a small portion of learning, it was highly useful. Sometimes I hadn't encountered in my previous studies. Yeah.
Malia, your English is so good. Yeah, you're gonna ace the IELTS test
Oh my God.
in speaking, right? Okay, so if you meet someone saying to you, "Oh, Malia, I'm gonna go to Andrew's class. What do you think about this teacher? What do you think about the class?" What will you
Mhm.
say?
Yeah. I would say that the new students can gain most from this class by studying, by staying attentive,
Hmm.
picking up valuable tips. They should be vigilant to take care, and complementing their learning with extensive self-study.
Hmm.
And they should not rely only on the class. They should pick up the points from the class and do more self-study. This class provides excellent guidance for setting the right direction in their studies. Because for me, really, because there are so many materials, everything in the internet we can find, but
Hmm.
it's very important to have the direction. But I really got the direction from the class. It was very useful for
Yes.
me to get
Yes.
the correct direction.
Yeah, actually, what you said, Maliha, is a combination of what Muna and Julie told me.
Mhm.
Like, yeah, like Mona and Julie. Mona said, if you wanna be if you wanna be good, or if you wanna really learn from Andrew's class, you need to be here all the time, and you need to be focused. And
Yeah.
you said vigilant, right? You need to be focused and everything. Like you just need to be here. Okay, and then Julie said that if you want to learn something from the class, you've got to you've got to follow up what you learned.
Yes,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
it's very important.
Take this, like exactly what you said, like take this and use this as an inspiration to do something to improve yourself
Yeah.
outside of the classroom.
Hmm.
Yes,
Yeah.
then you will be complete, right?
Yes, of course.
Okay. And um okay, feedback about my teaching.
I really enjoyed your teaching style and the way you fostered an open and supportive learning environment. Uh, your engagement with students, not just academically, but personally, it made significant impact as my
Yes.
perspective.
Yeah, thank you so much, Maliha. And what could I have done differently to better support your learning?
Uh, Actually, I thought a lot about this. I appreciated your teaching approach and supportive environment you created in the class. And one thing that could have enhanced my learning even more in providing more structured feedback on assignments could have
Mhm.
been given me correct guidance on how where to improve.
Mhm.
Overall, your dedication to students was truly inspiring, and I greatly valued my time in your class. But yeah, it was also previously, I do remember that line by line you were giving feedback, but just
Mhm.
in the avenue when I submitted, so I did not get really how was on how I could improve
Yeah,
better.
I just graded, right?
Yeah,
Yes, yes, yes. Okay, so I'm gonna be better next time in that. But one of the reasons why I just graded is because I gave a lot of tests and I ran
yeah,
out of time.
yes, yes, I see.
If you notice, the test that you had in April, I just checked like 2 weeks ago. Yeah, you know what I
Hmm.
mean. And so yeah, it's the time constraint that
Yeah.
this allowed me to do what
Hmm.
you suggested. Okay, so but I'm gonna make sure that I do that in the next class. And Maliha, what are your goals in
Uh,
life, in the next term or
uh,
in general in life?
mhm. My goal for the next term is to prepare for both job environment and further academic studies. My bachelor's degree has been recognized by WAIS, and
Hmm.
I am now focusing on getting ready for my master's program.
Hmm.
While it will be challenging so much, I do understand, but I believe it is entirely possible with determination and effort and hard working.
Yeah, good luck to you, Maliha. You are a wonderful student, and it's that's a privilege to have you in my class. Okay, so yeah, good luck to you, Maliha. We're gonna have a meeting at 12:30. Please
Mhm.
return. Just probably, I know you cannot join our picnic because you live in Ottawa, right? Yes,
Unfortunately.
but just return at 12:30 to just say goodbye to the students,
Mhm.
or you don't have to say goodbye. Just say, like, yeah, so long, and we will meet you again, or something like that.
But that's good. That's this is the link I can join through
Yeah,
cell
yeah,
phone
yeah,
also.
yeah. Yes, use the same link.
Yeah, the same
Okay,
link. Okay.
you did
Yeah.
a wonderful job. You did a wonderful job. I'm gonna edit your video, only you, and post it as one video because I really love this conversation with you today.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, and the level of your communication, amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Thank you so much, and I hope to see you in my next
yes,
September
I hope
class.
so too. You take care, Maliha. Take
Yeah.
care.
Thank
Okay,
you, Drew. Have a
okay,
great
okay,
time. Bye.
okay, okay. Bye, bye, bye. So, everybody, that's the first part of our interview. We're gonna have a break, and after the break, I still have one, two, three, four, five, six, seven, 8 students, uh, whom I am going to interview. Okay, so that's for now, everybody. That's for now. So I'm gonna be back at what time? at 11 o'clock. So I only have 12 minutes break um, because of, you know, of the last interview and everything. Okay. So anyway, so I am going to stop recording. Okay. Cheers.